Now onto the 10th frame. Ding Junhui plays a safety here, which theoretically should be flawless, as the line is perfectly blocked. Although there is a red available, it is a long pot after all, with the cue ball tightly frozen to the cushion. Left with no alternative, Zhao Xintong opts to rely on his potting accuracy. Absolute precision, utterly undeniable. However, he fails to get position on a colour.
Zhao Xintong 1.
Zhao Xintong plays a safety. The cue ball travels with too much pace, leaving a red in a dangerous position. This hands Ding Junhui a long pot opportunity, and he should have a recovery line here. Despite failing to avoid the black, the final position is decent, providing an ideal transition to the blue.
Six.
First, he dispatches the red occupying the black spot, preparing for the black to be
7.
respotted. What is wrong with Ding Junhui SQ ball control in this match? He is out of position once again. While the transition is fine,
15.
the consequence of that poor positioning earlier is that he cannoned the red, which was originally intended to open the pack towards the upper area, and now he is truly stuck on solving the cluster.
$22. 23.
Even if he manufactures a proper downward angle off the blue here, he cannot use it to develop the pack. The pink is blocking the path directly in the middle, so he has to look for another position. Now, playing for a tight angle into the bottom right pocket, the difficulty has escalated significantly. This is the consequence of cannoning away the red, meant to open the pack, and the root cause tracks back to a seemingly minor positional error. This positional shot actually goes astray, accompanied by a heavy error in accuracy.
28.
Following this missed red, Zhao Xintong earns an opening, obtaining a prime opportunity to directly position the cue ball for a pack-developing shot off the black. Ding Junhui laboured for a long time just seeking this exact position. The resulting cannon works out perfectly, directly laying the foundation for a frame-winning break.
8.
He needs to secure a score that passes the Snookers' required stage by the time only one red remains.
16.
The red near the green pocket should have been available originally, but whether it is now becomes irrelevant as he cannons a red straight into the jaws of the pocket.
Twenty-two.
Positioning for this ball over the pocket still requires a certain degree of finesse, and Zhao Xintong plays it perfectly in position. Zhao Xintong is now completely in the balls with this visit. The rest is elementary standard play. He can even ignore the reds in the upper area, needing only to clear the remaining ones below. A massive opportunity arises to extend his lead to 2 frames for the first time, and this presents absolutely no difficulty for Zhao Xintong.
$39. $46. $51. $52.
He needs to determine in advance whether he is positioning this red for the bottom pocket or the middle pocket. Judging by the outcome of his shot, it is unclear which pocket he intended to play for. Regardless, he commits a serious positional error. He now leads by 32 points with 43 remaining on the table.
Zhao Xintong, 59.
Moving on to the next exchange, Junhui's long pot is remarkably accurate. With his overall success rate lacking, if Ding Junhui can fight back directly using sheer potting ability, that is perfectly fine. He adopts the exact same approach as Zhao Xintong, earning a crucial opening through precise potting. But the problems are not over yet. The final red in the upper area is poorly placed. Ding Junhui's positional shot is under hit, leaving him with a rest to play. This is an extremely difficult shot, and he misses it. At this juncture, it is understandable that he is reluctant to transition into a safety. An acknowledgement of the fluke, a lucky run of the balls, leaving no opening for Zhao Xintong. But this is actually an excellent safety advantage, providing a very wide obstructing area to lay a snooker. The pace is slightly too heavy. Ding Junhui can see it, chooses to go for the pot directly. As long as he can transition to a colour, a clearance can complete the comeback. Ding Junhui has potted all three of his long shots in this frame. The green needs to be treated with care.
Six.
The opportunity for a comeback is now fully there. From another perspective, Zhao Xintong commits a severe error in this frame, throwing away a frame that was virtually in his hands. Ding Junhui completes the comeback steal in this frame, pulling the score back to 5 apiece, keeping them on an even footing.
$18. 24.
Then onto the 12th frame, Ding Junhui gets an opening via a long pot. The deficit in this match so far has been a maximum of 1 frame. Let us see if Ding Junhui can maintain this trend. He fails to manufacture a downward angle off the blue, getting in from a long pot. It is indeed difficult to expect such precise positioning. He requires a shot using the rest to adjust. A slightly difficult shot always causes a bit of unease. And he does indeed miss this one, leaving the red sitting near the jaws of the pocket. He is clearly very displeased with this mistake himself.
1.
After Zhao Xintong steps up to the table, he simplifies the two reds near the black spot first. Cannoning one while positioning for another, clearing the black spot, which is the first step. 3 reds remain available now, and it will ultimately depend on the outcome of the split.
9. 17. 24. 25.
It is this shot, playing with a reverse angle on the black to develop the pack. The red drops, leaving a massive opening on the left middle pocket. This shot down to sheer bad luck, which can be seen as paying back the luck from the snooker in the previous frame. Junhui still needs to further develop the cluster.
Six. 7.
His plan in this frame is to split the pack off the pink, manufacturing a slight downward angle to play a power screw shot. The outcome of the split is absolutely perfect, establishing a frame-winning opportunity.
13. 14. 22. 30.
'This black is actually played with a minor error, leaving the red with too much of an upward angle. He hits the contact point on this black too thick, a detailed mistake that prevents him from holding position on the black. Consequently, he opts for a positional shot off the blue. The angle off the blue goes wrong, with the downward angle being too acute, making it less than easy to pull the cue ball up. Ding Junhui actually obtains a very open layout, but arriving at this position, a massive problem emerges after all. The root cause is hitting the contact point on the black too thick, leading to a positional error with the cue ball, followed by 2 consecutive recovery shots failing to get back online. Failing to secure a frame-winning break from this position is a massive shame. This red now is indeed too difficult, transitioning into a safety. Originally, if he cleared the 2 reds near the pink, it would have been enough to secure the frame, and the scoreline would still maintain the trend of remaining level. This safety is played quite well, not only running the red onto the cushion, but also cannoning the brown near the cushion. Zhao Xintong develops the cushion red first, which might leave a shot to nothing opportunity here, but awkwardly the cue ball cannot avoid the red below, ruling out the attack. After some thought, he still opts to develop the red towards the cushion. Sending it near the right cushion, though the execution is not particularly high, putting him at a bit of a disadvantage. For the sake of developing a red frozen to the cushion, he surrenders the safety advantage. Of course, had Ding Junhui played his safety towards the balk end earlier, he would have also feared Zhao Xintong's long potting accuracy. What a spectacular shot, a stroke of genius from Zhao Xintong, laying a massive full table snooker. Let us view it from another angle. The gap above the brown is just wide enough to fit a ball, and Zhao Xintong absolutely delivers. This snooker is highly likely to change the momentum of the scoreline in this match. If Zhao Xintong can complete a comeback off the back of this, he can establish a 2-frame lead. Just missing by a fraction.
Miss. Zhao Xintong 4.
This escape requires extreme precision in pace control, needing to finish perfectly frozen. No problem, this is actually a brilliant escape, leaving the 2 balls very close together.
One. 7. 14. 21. 24. 33.